Hello, everyone. This is Thea Maria Carlson. I'm Executive Director of the Biodynamic Association, and I'm here with Leah Penniman, who will be a keynote speaker at the 2019 Biodynamic Conference in New York. Welcome, Leah.
Thank you so much. It's an honor to be here.
Yeah, so excited to get to talk to you about this. So could you start off just by telling us a little bit about yourself and your work in the world?
Absolutely. So I'm one of the founding co-directors at Soulfire Farm in Grafton, New York. We are a community of 8 Black, Indigenous people of color who are working to end racism in the food system. And we do that specifically by growing food using regenerative ancestral methods and distributing that free and low cost to communities who need it most around us in upstate New York. And we also are working really hard to train the next generation of Black and brown farmers. We have a couple thousand folks who roll through our farm each year and learn everything seed to market, including the requisite spiritual connection and prayer and honoring of the land. That's part of our traditional ways of growing food.
Great, yeah, and I got to come to Soulfire Farm earlier this year, and that's going to be one of our field day options for the conference too, for folks who want to come see it, which is great. It's
We're so excited to have you.
One of the closest farms that exist near our conference center, so it'd be great. So how would you describe your relationship to biodynamics?
Well, my partner Jonah, who is also a co-founder at Soulfire, actually spent some time interning at Live Power Farm in Covelo, which is a biodynamic farm, and so brought some of that attunement to planting with lunar cycles and paying attention to the spiritual aspects of the land. I personally am not trained in biodynamics, but I do practice West African traditional religion and the agrarian ways that go along with that, and so we have and I'm excited to share that with the community, but we have specifics around the way that we treat soil and seed that relate to the spirit of those material manifestations that I think parallel some of the understandings of the biodynamic community.
Yeah, I think that's so wonderful that you're going to be bringing that to the biodynamic community, and I'm sure a lot of folks are not aware of all those parallels, and it's great that you can bring them forward. So this year, the theme of our conference is Cultivating Relationships, Earth, Cosmos, and Community. And I'm curious what resonates for you in that theme.
Well, I think it's beautiful because I can't tell you how many times folks ask us at Soulfire Farm, what's our 5-year plan or a 10-year plan? And I pretty much always respond by saying, we're just going to keep listening to the 3 beings to whom we're most accountable, and that's our community, the earth, and then the spiritual realm, our ancestors and the Orisha. And so that's how we make any decision here, is by checking in with, with this community of beings of which we're a part. And so I really resonate with the theme and the deepest part of my being, and to make it tangible. For example, every single program that we do here, from alternative to incarceration work with youth to the type of food that we put in our CSA boxes, is because the community asked us for it. And then when we went to the land and did a divination process, which is one of the ways we used to ask for consent, the land said yes. And I'm really excited to be in conversation with other people who have a frame of listening, not just to the money or the bottom line or, fame and glory, but really listening to the voice of the earth.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's going to be a wonderful opportunity to deepen those practices that so many of us have. So how do you see what you're bringing as a keynote speaker? You've talked about it a little bit already, but how do you see that weaving into this theme of the conference this year?
Well, something I'm so excited about is I think that many of us who are spiritually rooted land practitioners have more in common than we maybe realize. So I just am so thrilled to bring into the conversation a bit about the Afro-Indigenous spiritual practices as it relates to land stewardship, the ways that we are in conversation with the rain, bringing more or less rain by using certain ceremony and what we bury in the earth to stop when the storms are too strong. I'm excited to share about some of the divination practices that we use to determine which ways the the right way to care for land, which crops to grow. Really excited about sharing the cycles of the year, how we respond to how the moon and the sun are moving in relation to the earth, and what type of ceremonies are called for, and to find ways that we can celebrate those commonalities, and celebrate what I hope is a new era of farming in a way that's accountable to our non-human siblings.
Wonderful. I was already excited about your keynote, but I'm even more excited at hearing that little kind of preview. I think it'll just be so wonderful to hear all that. Is there anything else you'd like to share with folks who are thinking about coming to the conference?
Just that I'm really honored and excited to get to know everyone and build with you all and see what we can learn from each other. So thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you so much. Really looking forward to seeing you in Lake George in not too long.
We'll see you soon, hopefully not in the middle of a snowstorm.
Absolutely.